Is it too much to have three keyboards on your desk? One for gaming, one for typing, and one for answering comments with emojis. Today we're going to talk about pop keys and pop mouse from Logitech with PC crazy color scheme, I would say. Quite interesting design and everything else. We have it in, let's say, slightly yellowish orange color, black and gray, which perfectly fits actually the PC crazy logo, but that's a different story for something else. But today is going to be quite interesting because I still didn't open, I did open it, but I didn't take the keyboard actually out from the box to check it out, and I'm quite curious what kind of switches we have here, because this is actually a mechanical keyboard, and what kind of switches, how it's to type on it actually, and of course the mouse as well, because it says here it has a silent touch. And there's also one more thing that I'm quite interested. The battery life is quite outstanding for this one. So yeah, let's check it out. So first of all, it's more like a stylish addition to your setup, I would say, because this is something completely different than everything that Logitech produced and published. Because, for instance, we have their performance keyboards, for instance, like the MX Keys Mini and Craft, which are mainly designed for flawless typing and you won't get any problems while typing and stuff like that. Then we have the gaming series like G915 TKL, standard version G413 and stuff like that. And then we have something else, which is this. Now, here is the thing, you have all the instructions here in the box, and some might say that the box is an extra that they usually throw away, but I like to keep all the boxes just in case, you know. And so this is also environmentally friendly because they don't add extra papers to the actual box. So here we have 4 additional emojis. Let me just take them out. So we have the fire emoji, heart emoji, thumbs up emoji, and prayer or thanks. I don't know how they actually go. And we have actually a bolt receiver, which is outstanding because with the MX Keys Mini, and I mentioned it back then, I'm going to say it again, you don't get an actual bolt receiver. Pop keys, mechanical wireless keyboard. You have, of course, the possibility to connect it via Bluetooth and connect it with bolt receiver. Even the paper has loads of emojis on it, so yeah, that's really adding to the style of the keyboard and everything that they are aiming with. You have, I think, 3 varieties of colors, and wow, this is actually really nice. I do have to admit, I wasn't thinking that I'll be so impressed by it, and it has certain weight to it, so it's around 800 grams of weight, and it does look really cool. I mean, check this out, it's really nice. On the far right side you have those emojis, but we'll get to that part later on. I need to check out some other stuff. So at the back you have a compartment that you pop it out, you remove this AAA, I think this AAA, 2 AAA battery slots, so you can activate the keyboard. And the keyboard battery, well, these batteries last up to 36 months, which is incredible. You also have a compartment here for your bolt receiver, so you can carry it around. So that's quite cool and handy in some sort of way. Now, at the back we have 5 rubber feet, and you don't have a possibility to raise it up because it has a fixed standing point. So that's that. At the far right side here you have an on-off switch, which is always handy for wireless keyboards and mice. And here we go. So Bluetooth connectivity, you have possibility to pair it up to 3 devices, and you have a bolt receiver to pair it up. You have loads of function keys, and you have a possibility to use it on Mac or Windows. It has all the function keys for both operating systems. When we're talking about some multimedia keys, you do need to use the FN button plus F4 to F12, where you actually access the screenshot, mute microphone, multimedia keys, fast forward, fast backward, and for the sound, of course, you have a possibility for voice. Basically, all these functions are the same as on the MX Keys Mini, so that's cool. And of course, I think when you go with FN and arrows, you get page up, page down, home and end. I didn't mention that in the MX Keys video, but there you go. this works perfectly. Now, the emojis. Now, this is, I would say it's quite cool for those, for instance, for me that reply to the comments and when something is funny and when something is, I don't know, I like to add emojis to all my comments just to get more affectionate when replying to the comments. So yeah, we have heart eyes, we have crying, we have laughter, we have actually was this crying laughter, and you have a button to access all the emojis that are possible in the comment section or whatever you want to use them. Now, the keyboard, the orange part, the yellowish part, however you want to call it, has a bit of a dent in plastic, so it has certain, I would say, stylish design. And let's see the switches. The escape button is actually gold and it's gloss. Others are standard matte, I would say ABS plastic. And we have TTC brown switches. Nice. Okay, let's check out the mouse and then we're going to go and check out all the other stuff. Now, before I go and check out the mouse, there's a possibility to easily change emojis. You just have to remove the keycap and, I don't know, place thumbs up, for instance. Here we go. So yeah, you can adjust the emojis that you need faster to access, and the main emoji button is something that you can actually use if it's quite handy. Now, the mouse is quite interesting as well. We have smart wheel, we have silent buttons, and we have a magnetic top cover, which is quite cool. And you also have this protection for your battery, so you get AA battery, which lasts up to 24 months of battery life. So basically what I say to these kind of wireless products is you can actually forget about the battery and you don't have to worry about it. Now, here we go. There's something, oh yeah, I didn't place the battery properly. Here we go. So the cool thing about the magnetic top is, for instance, you drop your mouse, this is what happens, and I'll do it on the desk mat. It should, so it's quite alright. Here we go. So this was my aim, to see what happens. It doesn't break the switches, the top plastic cover just pops out and eventually battery falls out. For you guys that accidentally drop mice or something like that, it won't break, it won't have any issues except if the top plastic really actually breaks. But that's completely different story. Possibility to use bolt receiver, so you can pair it up with pop keys. And Bluetooth, you have an on-off switch, you have silent keys, check this out. These are left and right clicks. The scroll wheel is basically non-heard. Smart wheel on this kind of mouse, it's very small and you have a smart wheel, plus you have additional button here. That is actually quite irritating when we're talking about, when we're actually comparing the sound level to the left and right click. No side buttons, just a regular mouse that fits the color scheme. Now, when we're talking about the actual noise level of the switches, I'm quite curious, and here we go. So microphone is very close, so you'll get the actual noise of the brown switches. So it's quite nice when you're typing. Space and backspace actually have more clickier sound than the whole keyboard, so that's completely different. Now, the keycaps are round, so it has a longer travel a bit than, for instance, on MX Keys Mini, which is more dedicated for typing. But actually, if you get used to it, you can type quite nicely without any issues. I was thinking that maybe in some scenarios, when you press a button, you will actually, I don't know, trigger the other button as well when moving, so having to press double keys might be an issue for some people, but it's quite alright. I mean, it's something that is completely different than you're used to, so yeah. Now let's check out and see how actually type on it with the Monkey Type C. What's the score? 66 words per minute, and on MX keys I have 99 words per minute. So, and I did loads of mistakes. I'm going to try it one more time because it's really hard to get used to it. I think it's something that well, let's see it one more time just in case. .72. So yeah, I think consistency 66% and accuracy 91%. As I stated, on MX Keys Mini I actually got really much better score, and it's in some scenarios your fingers they don't get too tangled up with the buttons, but you do have loads of travel distance when we're talking about the actual typing. But in any case, in any scenario, I would say this kind of combination is quite interesting. I would say it brings a stylish approach to your setup, giving you a cool keyboard and a cool mouse, and you can even go with their desk mat, which also comes in a couple of colors and different sizes. So you have two sizes, and you can manage this one. For instance, this one is gray version. You also have the other ones that fit the other color schemes of pop keys and pop mouse. So you can actually do wonders with it, and if it's something that you're into, if you want to pimp up or pop up your setup, this could be quite cool without a doubt. It's a mechanical keyboard, which is, I would say, a bit a different approach because it's somewhere in the middle of gaming and work, and still you have these emojis that would most likely be helpful for you guys that are either, I don't know, Twitch, answering on Twitch comments, YouTube comments, or anything similar to that. So yeah, it's really up to you guys. Quite cool, I would say. Really love the color scheme. It's really nice. It's really nice. I really like it. You could most likely change the keycaps if you desire to do so, but they're actually lower profile than your standard keycaps that go on MX Steam. So I don't think that would be actually any point, because these keycaps actually look perfect on this keyboard. And one thing I noticed since I was typing it here, there are no stains on the keycaps. That's actually really good because they are not PBT, and still they don't leave any stains while typing. That's excellent. I'll put the links below for pop keys and the pop mouse and the desk mat, so you could actually combine everything and maybe go with different color scheme, because as I said, you have 3 options to choose from, and this is something completely different, quite interesting, I would say, stylish. Let's put it in pop up your setup. That kind of suits the title for this video and for these peripherals from Logitech, and that's it. Good thing you get the bolt receiver with the keyboard, which you can pair it up with pop mouse, and that's it. I'll put the links below for all of those, as already stated. And finally, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and notification bell for future content so you don't miss any future videos. Hopefully I will see you in another one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.